Feels really nice to be back at Abhayagiri after being away for 4 months. The pulse and routine and rhythm just keeps flowing here, and it's nice to just tap into that again. So feel grateful for this place existing in the world and providing what it provides. I was thinking a little bit, listening to Lumpur and Ajahn morning reflections past 2 days, and just kind of popped up another theme kind of similar to what they were talking about. Lumpur talking about practicing Dhamma in accordance with Dhamma, and Ajahn kind of amplifying that with the Buddha's exhortation to do him honor, to do the Buddha honor by essentially practicing Dhamma in accordance with Dhamma. Practicing the Noble Eightfold Path is the best way to honor the Tathagata. And just the ramifications of what actually practicing the Noble Eightfold Path means. Because I think many of us, maybe even most of us, have come into practice through the meditation door, wanting to practice, learning how to practice meditation in various forms of, what are termed concentration, and mindfulness practice, and insight practice, those various ways that meditation practice is often referred to. And that's the doorway into it, and in the West is, not as pronounced in the teachings to really look at the full Noble Eightfold Path as our model for practice. So, the meditation door is great. It's how I entered into the practice. And it took me a fair amount of time to discover the breadth of the Buddha's teachings that goes around the meditation practice, and that having just a solitary meditation practice to relieve one's stress or develop a certain sense of calm or peace of mind is great, but it has its limitations if that's the totality of practice. And then there's going to be the inevitable periods where that kind of formal meditation, samadhi practice, doesn't go well. The mind just doesn't settle down, doesn't want to settle down. And that can be for long periods of time if you're a long-term practitioner. Some people have difficulty with that formal side of practice for months at a time, years at a time, and sometimes even longer, and lose heart, lose confidence. And so it's just really important to remember that there is this Noble Eightfold Path. It's not a Noble One-fold Path of right concentration. And that all the other factors are something to be developing and to be working with at the same time as working on one's formal meditation practice, and form a basis and a structure for what it is that we're doing. Seems like, I can't remember when it was, but Lumpur was talking about the Sutta, the Great 40, in which the Noble Eightfold Path is kind of described as sort of a feedback on and working together, samma samadhi being a harmonious integration with the other 7 factors of the path, with right view, right effort, and right mindfulness, always revolving in and around each of the other factors of the Noble Eightfold Path. So to have right concentration, right intention, right action, right speech, right livelihood, all of these are also always working with right mindfulness, right effort, right view, circling around them. They all feed back on each other and support each other. And this is, of course, a lifetime of practice, of getting to know how that all integrates and works together. But not to neglect attention to those other factors of the path, particularly starting with right view and learning the importance of those aspects of right view that tell us that what we do makes a difference. This is the law of karma, action. How we put our attention, what we keep our mind on, has a result. And starting from that skillful base of wise attention, and then bringing out the full development of all the path factors, particularly concentrating on right action, right speech, the fundamentals that form a foundation for a peaceful mind. The mind won't concentrate, the mind won't gather together, pull together in a very settled, unwavering state of mind that we hope to achieve or to look for with our meditation. It won't pull together without all these other factors working in harmony with each other, and starting with that basis of wise behavior and wise speech to help keep the mind in a peaceful state of mind. And then collectedness and composure of mind and insight will develop from that. So just offer that for a morning reflection.